heading into next week, I pretty much have one choice. Maybe I could finish second and make it to Eastlake. Again, I'm no good with numbers. I don't know how it works. But I'm pretty sure if I win next week, I will be into Atlanta, which was obviously a goal. It's a goal of all of ours and a goal of mine throughout the last 2 years.
How much were you paying attention to it today? Is it something you're looking at like every single hole? Or?
Yeah, it's kind of hard. One, you all kind of have a really good idea, but this is something that we don't have a whole lot of practice with, right? Like projections and all the, if I'm T14 versus T17 with how many people, that's kind of stuff you don't know. Usually you know when you're around the cut line, and usually you know when you're in the lead or around the lead. I'm all for knowing. I did figure when I made the turn even, I kind of thought 4 birdies on the back 9 would be good enough. 3 would have a very good chance. I guess fortunately made 3 to just scrape by and get in. We'll see how the rest of the afternoon goes, but excited about potentially or certainly having a chance to play next week.
It feels like every single season, such a long season, you guys have golf shots, and it comes down to 1 or 2.
Don't get me started. Yeah.
It's Data Golf says you have a 100% chance of making it, so it won't happen. But if you did miss out, and you said 1 or 2 shots come to mind, are there shots that you think of, when I say that, what pops into your head from this year that's like, oh, that one, that finish, or that play?
See, I guess it's hard to have a specific one that pops into your head because of the nature of the game that we play. If you were and could recall the specific ones, I think we would all be driven insane. It is. If this is good enough, awesome, move to next week. But I also could have put myself in a way better position where this week didn't even matter. Or, the finish that I had this week gets me closer to the top 30. The woulda, coulda, shoulda is golf, right? That's just part of the madness that we have to deal with. Today I got a few fortunate breaks as well that gave me this chance. I hold some nice putts that gave me this chance. So in this week, I took advantage of almost everything. But sure, even this week, there was stuff here and there that I could have done. But throughout the year, oh my gosh, yeah, you could certainly, a shot here, a shot. I'm sure I missed 10 putts from 3 to 4 feet this year, right? Those should be pretty easy. Yes, extra, outside factors make those hard at times. But if you just brush a few more of those in, you're fine. I'm pretty sure it was 9. It might have been 10. I missed 9 cuts by a shot this year. So there you go. Factor me in maybe 4 of those. I was playing halfway decent to make maybe all 9 of them. That's a whole nother ballgame, right? I pride myself on having the ability to make the cut on the number, or, if you're down at the bottom, I always move up on the weekend, which I usually do. So give me a few chances at 1 more of those cuts, right? You're going to drive me insane.
You're projected 67th, 70th right now is your man Phil, so it's going to be close for lefty.
Okay, I would love to see Phil there. I would love to even take another shot at him playing a practice round. I really enjoyed Tuesday, but I'd be lying if I didn't take pleasure in jumping ahead of him potentially, before next week.
Harry, with the quick turnaround, how are you going to celebrate?
That's a great question because I guess I got to drive there. So the cocktails probably are going to be delayed until getting to Baltimore. More than likely with probably a not so healthy meal, a drink upon arrival, probably 1 more before I go to sleep, and then finally for the first time in what feels like 4 weeks, sleeping without an alarm set.
What's your drink?
Tito's and water. That's it. Tito's and water. A little splash of water.
And one more question. How did the day off yesterday affect you, and what did you do during it?
I did absolutely nothing. I sat around. I did a brief little workout at home because after sitting around for that long, my back and lower limbs, everything was starting to hurt. I felt it was nice to just kind of get away, and then also just hope that we could play today. I needed to obviously play to better my position to have any chance at playing next week. I don't really know though, how it was just weird. It was the first time I'd ever experienced that, and I certainly felt weird to start the day. Fortunate enough that I had a few things go my way and hit a few decent shots to kind of get some momentum going, but the golf club did kind of feel foreign in my hands to start the day, which was something we just had to, work with and deal with. But hopefully we never have to do this again. I had no clue what to expect, but I did. I picked enough of the non-exact shots, I'll say, that allowed me a bit more room for error, so that if I wasn't swinging it as well as I'd have hoped, I kept having a chance to get the ball in the hole.
You're going to make it 100%. I mean, it says 100%.
Al. We watched.